The last and final thing that you need to consider when you're creating a document, especially if it's long form, is the cover. Now this should probably be a separate document page unless you're doing really short form and you're not going to have real big thickness like a saddle stitch. You could just build into your actual document, but you really need to consider the design of it. So when you're thinking about a cover wrap, that whole cover is the same sheet. The front is to the right, then there's the spine, and then the back cover is on the left, but the inside version of that is the opposite. So you get the inside front cover, the space where you have the glue, and the inside back cover. If you're looking at the pages, the setup looks a little bit crazy, so I'm going to show you real quick how to create this. Let's go to File, New Document, choose Inches, and we're just going to do 2 pages for, well, we'll show you 4 pages for now, facing pages, and let's make the margins, we'll just go ahead and make them all the same. I'm going to hit create, and so you can see this layout here. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to uncheck allow document pages to shuffle, and that way I can move up the page number 4. Now you can see this little bracket that's created, and that allows me to put in these 2 pages side by side. Now this is really great if you have an image or a color field that you're, like say you've created something that's really graphic that you want to spread across the entire cover. So you could do in one swipe, you can have that color go across the entire page. And let me just bring these titles in for reference. We've got the front cover and the back cover. Now in this case, I don't have a spine yet. I need to add a spine. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to right click, I'm going to say insert a page. And so now, whew, 3 pages, that's crazy. So what I want to do is take this middle page and I'm going to take out all of the margins, and we're just going to make them linked so it's all the same. So you can see that there's no margins on this page. And then I'm going to hit Shift P and choose the page that I want, and I'm going to make it 1/4 of an inch thick and keep the same height. So the reason that you would do like 1/4 of an inch, the way that I got that number is I took the card or the stock of paper that I knew was going to be my final selection, and in this case I have a book that is about 40 pages long that I'm using as a reference, and I measured what that space was that the spine would need. So I squished all the pieces of paper together and I clamped down on it, and then I pulled out a ruler and I measured, and it's a little under 1/4 of an inch, but because this is just an example for you, this is set up, I've just set this up at 1/4 of an inch to make it easy. So that's how you would do it. You would choose the paper stock, you would count out all the pieces of paper that you need, and then you would create the spine. Now in reality, you would, if you're the designer for this, you would work with the publishing agency or the publisher to come up with the width of the spine together, because they would be helping you to control the materials and all that kind of stuff, but you would need a design for a spine anyways. In this case, the spine is so thin that I would not actually probably put a whole lot of type on there, but you certainly could name it and claim it, and typically the way that would go is title up here, and then your author or publisher information down here, and it just gets really small. And then in order to duplicate this, the easiest thing to do is just highlight the whole spread, right click, and hit duplicate this spread. And then we could just trash these pages in the middle. And then just remember this center piece on the inside is where the glue goes. So that's no man's land, but you want to make sure that you're bleeding over any color or image into that so that you're not showing odd white space in the last pages. And then this is the inside front, and this is the inside back. So it's the opposite of what you see here. So this could be like a cool graphic image. This could be about the author or about the company that's publishing your information. However you want to make it work with your content is fine. but it's important to know when you're setting this up that the front cover is on the right, but the inside front cover is on the left. So take a screenshot of this, grab it, remember it, keep it. This is how you would set a file up for your cover, and you'll need to do that for your project. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to seeing all of your progress next week.